Hey everyone, so this video we're gonna talk about GitHub open source project. Now let's do an open source project. That would be your first open source project if you're doing for the first time. All right, so what we do is like the particular link for this thing is there in the description box. So what you will be doing is like you will be going into that particular repository. So head into this repository so you can see this is under Sanjay KV and open source practice. Now you can see a lot of strategies over here. There is like already 740, maybe around 900,000 people already contributed into this one. And first thing, I want some gratitude. So I would be like asking you to give a star for this repository. So there will be like more people will be noticing this through the GitHub, and it will eventually help them to do a lot of open source contribution, just like how you're learning right now. So click on the star button over here, and you can see a fork button. I will come back to this. Now you can see watch button. So either you can just push it into participating and mention, don't put it on all activity because there are like many people going to update this. So you will be your notification, for example, your notification will be flooded with a lot of commits been happening on different platforms. So again, so this is like a series of GitHub education, so where you will be learning everything for free. All right, so this is your first step. Let's do your first open source project. So before that, you have to understand the GitHub flow. So let me give you a glimpse about what exactly we gonna do it over here. So we are going to add your name into this repository. For example, this is what exactly you will be doing in a real time. For example, not adding your name is basically like adding your details. For example, there is like A to Z characters over here, and if your character is starting with Dinesh, you can add your name under Dinesh over here. So that's how the things is working. So let's see how exactly this been working. For example, you know that okay, this is belongs to Sanjay KV right now, and you can't do any direct changes. For example, I am the owner, so I do have the edit option over here, so I can edit it. But for you, you have to click on the fork button. As you can see, there are 990 people already did forking. So that's what you do, fork the project. And then you will be creating a new branch, which will eventually help you to change things in your repository. So I will also show you how to do that. Now click on edit file. So that's another thing which you will be doing, edit the file, then commit the changes into this one, and you will be finally adding the push thing to here. So what you will be doing is like, for example, let me open this thing in my another account. Oh, sorry. So this is like a different account. Now what you will be doing is like you will be clicking on this fork button. So click on the fork button over here. So this will, what it does is like this will create a clone of my entire code base in your name. For example, you can see this is under Sanjay KV right now. Let me show you that this is under Sanjay KV right now, and you're creating under Jisha, and this is my mom's name, unfortunately, so I just used her account because GitHub never allows you to create multiple accounts in the same name. So if you do that, they will definitely suspend your account. All right, and if your account is suspended in any way, of course, just refer to the future videos. You have the links over there. All right, so what you will be doing is like create this particular repository in your name over here, so instead of my name. So when you click on create fork button over here, let me do that over here. So what it does is like you can suddenly see the name has been changed to Sanjay from Jisha. Right, so now this entire repository is yours. You can also see a forked name over there which says that okay, your repository is being forked. Sorry about this thing issue over here. My system is a bit stuck today. All right, it's back. All right, so you can see this has been created under Jisha, and this has been open source project. So whatever your name is, like your name will be appearing over here. So that's how you know that okay, this has been working. Now you can see this status has been changed because this is your repository. So yeah, I will come and give you stars for when you do this, so don't worry about it. All right, so now what you can do is like I don't really suggest you to change like this because when you work on the real-time projects, you can't do this edit changes directly. So what I would be recommending you all guys is like use the command line. If you don't have the command line, then I would definitely suggest you to change. So what I will be showing is like, I will be showing you two ways to do this. One is through this one and one is through command line. So I know that you might be feeling comfortable with the command line. This is your first commit. I do understand everything of it. Now what you need to do is like click on edit button and you scroll down to your name. For example, this particular name is starting with Jisha. So what you can do over here is copy this. Oh, or there is already there. Then copy this. Make sure that the things follow the same name. So you can just type Jisha GR. That's your username, and you can go to your profile. Just click over here, and this will take you into your profile. Just go to your profile over here. You have your name over here. So copy this particular link and make sure that you select this, click on the backspace, then you paste it over here. Now what happens is like, okay, your name appears as it looks. Now also click on the preview option before you do any commit changes, right? So this will help you to understand how exactly it looks like, whether it follows the same pattern like others. For example, if you go to the top over here, there were few people did commits not in a format like other people do. So few people created a bullet points like this. So this will create a confusion. So make sure that it always appear as it intended. For example, it should not appear like a black dot. It should be appearing like this. So make sure that you do this particular changes. Once you have done the changes, what you do is like click on the commit button. Now here you can give a detailed description. For example, you can just say that updated readme.md with name Jisha. All right. Now add an extended description. Here you can give a description like my name Jisha is added over here. All right. Now you don't do commit directly to the main branch. So what you will be do is, oh, I think you can do it because this is your repository, right? All right. So commit the changes. You done the changes over here. Right now you go to this Jisha open source practice, you click over here. Now you can see something special, which is this branch is one commit ahead of Sanjay KV, right? So what you do is like when you click on this contribute button, you will be able to contribute. So let me give you a glimpse about how it looks like. So this is how it looks like in a GitHub flow. So you kind of created your first branch, which is this is how the feature branch looks like. You haven't created any branch for you. For example, you created into the main branch. So that's not really an ideal way. So what we do is like we create a feature branch called Jisha. Then we commit directly into this particular project. So just for you to understand, to make it easy for you, we committed directly into the main branch. Then from the main branch, we merge these features into the, for example, this was our forked repository, Jisha, and this was Sanjay repository. Now we created a fork thing and we kind of trying to merge this into the main again. So again, giving you a perspective about what really happened is like, so far what we did is we created fork the project. We haven't created a new branch because I just want to make it easy. In the next process where we do in the command line, we'll create a new branch. Then now we edited the file, we committed the file. Then now we're going to create a pull request, right? So we are going to create a pull request now. All right. So what you need to do is like click on this contribute button, right? Open pull request. All right. Now you have, make sure that it's always follow this thing. Base repository is your remote repository where you want to push the thing. Now you are comparing with your main branch. So that's your head repository. So that should be in your name, Jisha, or whatever your name is. And this should be, base repository should be Sanjay. So make sure that you do it in the right way. And you can see that particular pull request has been happened over here. Now what you do is like click on the create pull request. All right, so this merge has no conflicts with the base branch. So now what is the thing is like, I will be getting a notification in my GitHub repository. For example, in my pull request, I'll be getting a notification, or over here in my notification, I'll be getting a notification saying that, okay, somebody has been created a pull request. All right. So that's how things work. So now I go over here and I see a particular pull request has been created. So this is admin perspective. You don't have to do anything over here. So the particular name has been added. So now I can go, and this is how people do code review. I can see that, okay, this has been followed a particular procedure, and I can say that, okay, this has been approved, good work. So you don't have to do this. This is only can be done by the particular admin of the particular open source project. Now I can merge this pull request right now. So what happened is, like, this particular pull request has been merged, and when you go over here in my Sanjay open source project, you can see the particular name is added over here, Jishat here, back to top. All right. So what happened here is, like, we did the same thing. Now now we are going to do a command line thing. So this is where we do proper thing. So don't get scared about the command line. It's pretty easy. When you do it, this would be like easy for you guys. All right, so let's do the command line way. To do in the command line way, what you need to do is create a clone of this. Now create a copy of this one. All right. Or I think I would be pushing this into the next video, so that would be much more easy for you to understand how the thing is working. So maybe I will just confine to this video that, okay, let's do in a GitHub UI. Maybe next video it would be command line. That would be much more easy for you guys to understand. All right, thanks for watching the video. So if you are beginner, just follow this method. If you just are want to understand the GitHub command line, so you should definitely understand. So watch the next video. Thank you.